Between the time the ocean sank the land of Mu and the rise of the great moon, there was an age forgotten with time. Titani, destined to rule the blue jewel Aiye, along with Orisha, as they create new life in humanity to begin the next age. Centuries would pass, and the Titani grew envious of the affection the humans were receiving from the Orisha, as well as Oluburi himself. Known as the Apati, the Titani began to declare war on all of mankind. For 1,000 years, this war was waged till eventually the Orisha grew tired of the pain and suffering of humanity. So a garrison of Orisha and humans were deployed to the capital of the Titani stronghold to assassinate their Oba, Apati Abinu. Once the quest was complete, by the new appointed Oba Aganju, a dire choice would be made by the wisdom of 6 Orisha to release a great deluge, the Ami Inla, to wash away the Titani and cleanse Aiye of their kind forever. All civilizations loyal to the Titani and their Apati Olua and its ways will not be spared judgment. Those worthy will only flourish in the new dry land of Alkebulan, beginning a new age of the Orisha. After receiving their ashe from the Great Council, the Orisha began to bicker amongst themselves. With all being given ashes of extreme power, they are now all equal, which made the Orisha quite reckless with their abilities. Nana Baluku, seeing this and tired of her Orisha destroying her world, asked Oluduri for a favor, to allow the Orisha to use their ashe, but only in a Figagbaga of combat. This contest of strength, wit, stamina, and endurance will reward the winner the title Celestial Champion to humanity and shall be crowned Oba of the Orisha. By doing this, they will earn respect for their ashe and only use them when the time is necessary to do so. Now, they will realize how different they truly are. Now, Aiye will witness the clash of the Orisha. O Duduwa, All-Father of the Kings of Yoruba. He enters the Figagbaga to hope to elevate mankind to the next evolutionary step, giving man the wisdom of the heavens. Ogul, Orisha of iron and god of war, betrayed by his brother Shango, he enters the Figagbaga to exact revenge on his brother. Yamoya, mother of all Orisha, and Queen Orisha of the seas and oceans. Yamoya enters the Figagbaga to ensure that her son Shango wins and ascends to the throne. Obata, Orisha of time and light. The creator of mankind, he has been plagued by the visions of their extinction. He enters the Figagbaga to ensure that this does not happen. Oya, Orisha of lightning and storms. Oya and Shango have been secret lovers for centuries. With the Figagbaga of combat approaching, she feels this is a time not just to show Shango that she is worthy of marriage, but his mother Yamoya as well. Aganju, Orisha of fire and chaos. Aganju has been Oba of the Orisha since the last days of the Titani War. He has become cruel, and many have heard he is possessed by the very Titani he slain. He enters the Figagbaga to prove otherwise. Asia, Orisha of wealth, birth, and fortune. After Ome Inla, her great treasure was lost under the waves. If she wins, she will request for the final 2 locations of her sacred treasure. Shango, Orisha of lightning and thunder. From creation, Shango has been destined to be the celestial champion of the Orisha. With the creation of the Figagbaga, now it's time to fulfill his destiny. Unaware his destiny and the fate of the world are one. Now with all Orishas assembled, now we can begin the Figagbaga. Now, let the clash of the Orisha begin. Yika 1. Ongu vs. Shango. Ja Lori. For 3 days, Shango and Ogun battled, throwing their toughest attacks at one another. After several assaults, a storm begins to brew overhead. With this extra power, Shango struck Ogun until his armor began to crack and crumble from the intense impacts of the thunder. Focused on his destiny, looking onward just as Shango prepares for his assault, a loud thunderclap releases, signifying the magnitude of this glorious battle. Still holds a grudge for losing his wife to Shango after a fight with a vicious opponent. Angered, Ogun releases his frustration as well as his power, or what is left. With what strength he has left, he releases his last-ditch attack to create a fissure to separate both of them with a wall of lava. This diversion gives Ogun some time to recover some of his metal to better prepare for Shango's next assault. Suddenly, Shango from nowhere casts his double axe down, causing a massive bolt attack upon Ogun, immobilizing him instantly. Dropped to his knees, appearing defeated, Shango requests for the Fi-Sile. Ogun, filled with disdain and shame, refuses and instead creates a spear from the magma pool near his hand. Shango attacks swiftly, without mercy. Zapping the spear, sending the power of 1,000 volts coursing throughout his body. Hitting with the force of 1,000 punches, knocks Ogun completely unconscious, marking Shango the victor of Yika 1. Yika 2. Oya versus Yomoya. Ja Lori. After hours of clashing and arguing, these forces of nature finally decide to square off at sunset. Oya, out to shore pondering her opponent's next move, but truly unaware of the attack Yomoya is slowly conjuring up from the sea. Not to be deterred from her focus, Oya continues to stare down Yomoya to show her she has no fear and here to prove that she is worthy of her son's love. As the sun sets into the sea, Yomoya begins her test of might and remembers the promise she made to Shango those many years ago. But before Oya can release an arrow, Yomoya dives into the sea to begin her mighty attack, the Inla ADB. The Great Wave. Still conscious and proving her love is strong for Shango, Yomoya forfeits to honor her promise to her son, marking Oya winner of Yika 2. Yika 3. Oduduwa vs. Asia. Ja Lori. Asia and Oduduwa go way back, and he knows one-on-one he does not stand a chance against the primordial Orisha of earth and fortune. With his arm made of solid gold, he will be easily defeated. So he makes a proposition with the Orisha. He offers to give her the map to the final locations of the treasure of Alkebulan, but one must battle under one's terms. First round shall be with Beast. Second round shall be hand-to-hand combat. If there's a third, it will be Beast again. Each Orisha summons their selected spirit for combat, not realizing that Oduduwa's spirit is not just some mere beast spirit, but also the primordial Orisha of air. The King Cobra spirit was easily defeated. Then Osun consumes the spiritual energy of the beast for conversion, for a secret and powerful attack. Oduduwa takes the energy from within Osun, smashes it to create a nucleus of energy. Once exposed, the energy is released and used against Asia to destroy her protective aura, knocking her unconscious, marking Oduduwa the winner of Yika 3. Yika 4, Aganju vs. Obatala. Lori. The Battle of Alkebulan and once Akiku begins on the outside gates of the great kingdom of Yoruba. Obatala confronts his first Akiku, Aganju, tries to warn him of the corrupted path and the fate it lies before him. Aganju, consumed with rage, only sees opportunity for Olufin, the second of Olubure's manifestations, does not appear by Obatala's side. With his power at full, Aganju releases his eternal allure so he could exact revenge he seeked from those many a millennia ago. Released in a hellfire attack, he immobilizes Obatala, preventing him from using the Aiye that he was blessed with. Unable to continue battle, Aganju requests for his Alkebulan to Fi-Sile, but Obatala refused and curses his reign and the demon that consumes him. Enraged, Aganju lashes out with a series of attacks, still immobilized by the attack from Abinu Titani. Obatala is defenseless. Aganju shows no mercy. Unable to continue, this marks Aganju winner of Yika 4. Yika 5, Aiye vs. Shango. Lori. The Battle of the Lovers begins where they first met. Once Aiye approaches Shango, she begins to stroke his axe with lightning, reminding him of the previous nights together. Shango reminds her of what her purpose is here. Aiye tires of Shango denying her. She attacks first. Shango waits so he can deflect her attack, taunts her while he holds off her blow without any strain. Aiye, sensing Shango is toying with her, enraged, the Orisha knocks Shango off guard. Quickly countering his attack with a thunderous roundhouse kick, Aiye knocks Shango off balance. Now with him being distracted, Aiye lands her strongest left hook on Shango, sending him flying. Toppled but now aware, Shango summons his axe that he lost when he was kicked by Oya. With his axe coming like lightning, the axe hits Oya with the impact of 1,000 thunderbolts. Using her as a beacon for the storm above, Shango releases his fury upon her, knocking her unconscious and marking him winner of Yika 5 with a kiss. Yika 6, Aganju versus Oduduwa. Ja Lori. For days, Aganju awaits for Oduduwa's presence so they can finish this Yika. Once he appears, Oduduwa challenges the Oba. Aganju didn't expect this, for he trained Orisha when he was first deified. Exploded with the power of 10 megatons of TNT, Aganju begins to build up his power to unleash one of his most rageful and deceptive attacks. The Atamo Akuku. Still unaware of the nature of the attack, Oduduwa runs in on the attack to destroy it. Once his kinetic energy collides with the projectile, the atoms inside the mass split rapidly, causing an atomic explosion, knocking Oduduwa to his knees. Defiant to the end, and still refused to Fi-Sile to the Oba, Aganju is left with no choice. Walking into the darkness, he allows his Titani to unleash his unholy attack that torches Oduduwa unconscious, leaving him unable to compete, marking Aganju the winner of Yika 6. Yika, Aganju versus Shango. Ja Lori. To this showdown. Aganju admires the scenery before addressing his opponent. Shango scoffs at his remark and questions not just his reign, but his state of mind. Enraged, Aganju of Shango, unaware, begins to power up for his first defensive attack, a move known as the Aiye. Shango strikes quickly, but just ignites the counter move, releasing a devastating blast with the power of 100 nuclear bombs. Aganju takes advantage to finish the attack with a volcanic left hook, launching Shango flying throughout the sky. Crashing into a near stone formation, Shango comes crashing down to the ground. With Aganju slowly approaching, Shango summons his axe to get ready for battle. Feeling arrogant, Aganju releases Abinu to finish him off. With Aganju embodied within the Titani, Abinu targets the Orisha and releases his signature attack to drain Shango's Oaken. Anticipating this assault, Shango leaps into the air to evade it and begins charging lightning from the heavens above for his finishing move, the Ife Oye, a move taught to him by his mother, Oya. Annoyed, Abinu redirects his beam upward to hit Shango in the midair. With all the power of the mighty heavens above, Shango tosses his mighty battle axe towards Abinu, colliding with his hellfire attack. Power so strong, the battle axe begins piercing the hellfire beam. Abinu continues to hold his position and project more energy into his hellfire beam, but begins to crack under pressure due to the intense power pushing back from the battle axe back into his throat. Eventually, the battle axe collides with Abinu, causing Abinu's head to explode, sending Aganju free, crashing into the nearest rock formation. Sensing this opportunity, Shango summons his battle axe for his assault. Before Ganju can fall off the rock formation, Shango flies in, punches him in the stomach with the might of 10,000 thunderbolts. The force is so strong that it causes Ganju to cough up celestial energy from his gut. Once his battle axe was secured in hand, he continues his assault with a right cross with the battle axe. The blow is so powerful, it shatters the rock formation. In a blink of an eye, Shango performs a mid-air 360 to unleash another mighty blow with his battle axe, sending a Ganju flying towards the heavens. This is when Shango releases his most powerful finisher, Orun Farukan, striking a Ganju with 3 mega bolts of pure lightning with the impact power of thunder, slamming a Ganju into the ground. Once off the head of the Oba, Ebinu attempts to offer power to Shango like he was going to give to a Ganju. But Shango, by crushing the jewel where Ebinu's organ resides, he breaks the curse. This frees a Ganju, allowing him to humbly Fi-Sile, marking Shango not just the winner of Yika, but the winner of the Figagbaga. During his reign as Oba, Shango was the third elephant of oil. He brought prosperity to the oil empire, blaming the loss of the kingdom to civil war, as well the destruction of his palace with a confrontation with oil. Shango came to an unfortunate end, but that is a tale for another day.